cousins. Good morning, cousins. So, y'all, I am still down. I'm turning my thing down about this whole Joe Biden, the debate. I'm just so saddened about it because obviously something is going on with Uncle Job, Joe. Okay, something is definitely going on with Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe is not here. Okay, Uncle Job is want to be home eating his ice cream. And the people are saying Auntie Jill want him to stay in. Auntie Jill, according to the people, you could Google it, has a real bad ego, honey. They say something else that Auntie Jill act like a certain type of woman, but I ain't gonna say it, child. I ain't gonna say it. But they're saying Auntie Jill, honey, she want to stay in the White House for two terms, like First Lady Michelle and God dare I say it, Hillary Clinton. And what's the other Bush lady name? Laura Bush. I liked Laura. Did y'all like Laura? I like Laura and I like the first Mrs. Bush. I really like the first Mrs. Bush. First Mrs. Bush was the one that really pushed special education for children, for private, not private. I don't want to say separate, but she really pushed for special education children to have a community in school by themselves. Does that sound better than separate, right? So I really like the first Mrs. Bush. A lot of people don't know that. But they're saying Auntie Jill's child, you go ahead, Joe. You did well, Joe. You answered all the questions, Joe. And I'm like, no, Auntie Jill, no, he didn't. Auntie Jill, how could you do that? When my godmother was 90, she stopped driving at 93 years old. 93. And you know why she stopped driving? Because somebody hit her and then she had a stroke and then she just went downhill. She went on to glory in 99. And at 93, my Gotti didn't act like, look like, sound like, talk like Uncle Joe. I'm just really disturbed about the whole thing. I'm just, my heart breaks for him. My heart. Because my dad, I told y'all, has frontal something dementia going on. My daughter is a special needs child. My heart really goes out to people who do not have, to people in general, but especially to people who do not have all their faculties. But anyway, I'm just real down about it. Okay, I'm just real down about it. It's so depressing. But anyways, we're gonna talk about Cory and this girl here today. Cory talk about he cried himself to sleep and anyways, I'm just trying to give y'all something different other than the whole Uncle Joe depressing story because I'm just real. All right, y'all. Happy today's what? Today's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I love you. Thank you for your love. Let me put my banner on. Thank you for your love and support. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this out. Let me know what you think about this whole Uncle Joe thing. I'm just so girl. I'm so saddened about our president Joe Biden. I'm just real sad about it. But we gonna talk about Cory. Talk about he cried himself to scrutiny, and I have some questions for Cory this morning. I have some questions. I really do have some questions for cousin Cory. He ain't no cousin child. Okay, cousins over here, our men over here. We want men that can pay bills. Okay. Yes, we want men that can pay bills and take care of families. We don't do men over here that need the wife to be the breadwinner. It's just not healthy. It's not healthy for the wife. It's not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for the kids. And it usually ends in divorce because the wife gets tired of being the man. But anyways, according to Essex magazine, according to y'all see Essence up here, Essence magazine. Oh, there we go. Cory is saying that he cried himself to sleep, girl. I was crying myself to sleep at night. Cory Hardrict opens up about his divorce from Tia Mowry. I guess you would cry yourself because now you're going to have to start paying your own bills. Yeah, I would be crying too. But in all fairness, I'm sure he was a decent dad. Okay, I'm going to give him that. Because when Tia was out making the money, Cory was staying home with the kids, taking care of them, bringing them to school, and doing all that, all this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna be fair. You know I'm fair. Okay, so he said he cried himself to sleep. Now, the child actor Cory Hardrict is finally breaking his silence on his divorce from actress and ex-wife Tia Mowry. The couple was married for 14 years and had 2 children, son Gree and daughter Cairo. The divorce news shocked their fans when Mowry shared they were splitting on social media, especially Instagram on 2022. But I've been said it. If you go back and watch my videos, whenever I talked about that, I always knew Tia was going to get tired. I always knew Tia was going to get tired and eventually file for divorce because God didn't create women to be men. You understand? God created women for us to be women, to be wives, to be mothers, to play the role of wife, mother, and supporter. He didn't create us to struggle with a man. He didn't create us to be a man. He didn't create us to be providers. The only thing God created us to provide is a womb for our husbands to create more seeds. And so a lot of women, a lot of wives chose husbands where they had to be the man. I think I posted in my community tab of a woman talking about she tired. She's sitting down with her son and her husband, family, and the son came and asked the mama to go help him to settle a dispute. And the daddy is sitting right there. And the daddy didn't even say nothing. I said, that's because she married a little boy husband. So I always knew Tia was going to eventually divorce Cory because she was going to get tired of being the man. Single ladies dating for marriage, please do not choose a husband where you have to be the man. You do not want to marry a man where you have to be the woman and the man. It's exhausting and it's tiring, and you are the naked wife. A lot of wives are naked. They're uncovered by their husbands because they are being the husband and the wife and the mama and the daddy and the provider and the protector. Okay? Hang on. You don't want to do that. You don't want to choose a husband that will cause you to have to play your role and play his role. You get tired and exhausted, and eventually you will file for a divorce. A husband is a choice. I try to tell y'all. You know what I don't like about some women? Y'all act like these men are forced on you, like somebody held a power at your head and forced you to marry him. At the church, when the pastor asks you, do you take this woman to man to be your lawful wedded husband? You act as if somebody was standing there with the power and commanding you to say yes. No, you don't have to say no. You do not have to choose these little boy husbands who are not fully developed males. She wrote, I have always been honest with my fans. Yes, we already read that to you. We don't want to read it again. Their marriage of 14 years ended officially when the divorce was finalized in April 2023. Recently, Hardrict shared his grief with adorning fans at the American Black Film Festival, let his guard down, and shared some of his challenges of being a private person working through his pain and trauma while sitting on a recent panel. He said, it's tough when it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands and no one's there for you. Discussed in a clip online. He continued, it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night. People who know me know that my kids and my family were everything to me. I'm stronger than I thought I was. By the grace of God, I am here and I am still going. But don't you think Tia was crying all those years paying the bills, Cory? Huh? Don't you think Tia was crying and struggling all those years paying the bills and taking care of you? You know why you was crying, Cory? Yes, you was that one thing people always said about you. You was a great dad, and you love your kids. But here's my thing: why you didn't go get you a job somewhere? Why you didn't go get you a consistent job? Like, I know you want to be this actor, honey, but everybody ain't gonna be Denzel, okay? Why you didn't go down to McDonald's and get a job where you could get some health care coverage or something? You know what I mean? Like, if you ain't really caring, bringing in no money, the least you could do is go down there and get you could get a pay stub every 2 weeks with some dental. You know we love our dental. Ha! And so good insurance. You know, my husband, we joke all the time. My husband, he married me for my good insurance. Okay, because he got that New York expensive what executive insurance, you know, where their copay was $20. I said $20. At the time I married my husband, my copay was $5. He said $5. This is good. $5 copay. My husband was paying $20 copay on his New York expensive insurance. We joke about that. But you know we love our health insurance and our dental, Cory. You could have went down to McDonald's and got you a job that you could get a pay stub every 2 weeks so you could get you some insurance. But no, you was trying to be an actor. And she got tired of it. Okay. It reads on that April 3rd, Mowry shared a video posted on Instagram detailing her recovery process from the divorce. Resilience, the art of bouncing back, stronger than divorce. Mowry 45 caption and Instagram video says on Wednesday, April 3rd, featuring fun life clips. She continued recovering from a divorce feels like a whirlwind journey, she said in a voiceover. I found out through the process that divorce isn't a place where we arrive. It's entering a new chapter in life with many nuances and no one size fits all. My heart goes out to them all. It really is. Divorce is a terrible thing. Divorce is a terrible thing because when you divorce, it is like somebody taking a limb off of you without medication. Divorce is literally pulling your limb. Can you imagine? You're tied between two horses and the horses are pulling in separate directions. That is what divorce is. That's why God don't want us to get divorced. But let me tell you how you divorce-proof your marriage. You divorce-proof your marriage by choosing the right husband the first time. Okay? A lot of people who get divorced, it's not new issue. It were things that were there before. It were reasons that you should not have gotten married. Money is the number one reason for divorce in this country. Jesus. Why, ladies? Why would you choose a husband who have money problems? Tell me. Why would you choose a husband who is not able to fulfill his role as provider and protector of his family? Why do you choose a man who is not marketable? Why do you choose a man who can't get a job, can't keep a job? Why? Because you're emotional and you figure, oh, I can pay it, I can do it. And then 3 months you're tired, girl. And you tired because God did not create us to do all that we're doing with a grown man laying in the bed next to us. That's why you get tired. So if you want to divorce-proof your marriage, you choose the right person from the beginning. Stuff is going to happen. Life is going to happen, right? We get older. We might face with sickness that you didn't cause, like going out and getting AIDS. Challenges will come. But when your foundation is built up on a rock, even little Michael, who was reading the story about Jesus telling about the wise man who built his house on the sand, on the rock and on the sand. And Michael said, on the sand. But mommy, when the rain come, the rain is going push the house down. I said, exactly, Michael. And he was a child. He was still nursing when he figured out if you build your house on sand, it's not going to stand. But he understood if you build your house upon the rock is strong. And see, a lot of marriages, you build your marriage upon sand. It's emotionality. It's there are no foundation. And when the storms of life come, your house will fall. Your marriage will fall. Because the storms are going to come. Those challenges are going to come. You might face job loss, but the reason why you marry a marketable man is so that he can go get marketed. The reason why you marry a man who can provide, who is not as in debt, is you can save and have emergency money. My husband and I, we're getting ready to retire. I'll be retiring in 7 years. 6.5 years to be exact. It's July, boo-boo, okay? And my husband is starting to adjust. First he said, yes, we're going to retire. Then he said, I really love what I do. I don't know. And I'm looking at him like Mikey said, yes, he was going to retire. And so now he's starting to readjust his retiring mindset that maybe he can be a consultant versus just retiring all out. Well, that's great. So you have to plan your life out. You have to have those emergency funds where if anything happened, you're good. We're working on a year's worth of emergency fund because when we retire, we don't want to touch anything. We just want to live off of our savings for a year or two. You have to have a plan for your life, beloved. And when you marry a man that is not stable, you are planning to fail in your marriage and struggle and build him and retire him like this other woman who shall be left unnamed. I have to go, my darlings. Let me know what you think. I absolutely love you. I adore you. Comment below. I know y'all been emailing me about Shirley or Nancy. I'll try to do it tomorrow. Okay. I've been down about the president. Y'all just so needy. I told y'all I was very sad about the president. I told y'all I was down about the president. And y'all, listen, Jen, forget the president. When you gonna talk about Shirley or next? I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.